Hello everybody. How's everybody doing today? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? I see some people are already on. Love it. You are all the early birds. Early birds always fantastic to see. How's everybody doing today? Sorry, I'm a little late on the start today. Let me actually make that a bit lower. Just want to make sure that the volume is actually balanced properly. I had logged out and my settings had changed, so things might not be properly balanced, but I just decrease the music volume a little bit just to make sure everything is well balanced. Right, let me pull up the chat. How's it, everybody? Hello, Jody, Rari. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Skylord, Dano, welcome. The fantastic Mr. Talanen, hello to you. Sami Imbega, welcome. I hope I pronounced your surname right. J Vina, Fina, Simple Guy, hello. Familiar names, how's everyone doing? Wagner 8th from Brazil, huge fan. Hey, awesome to have you. Welcome to the stream. 2020 billion. I'm assuming the BN in your name is billion. If it's not billion, just say it's not billion and I'll stop calling you billion. Just call you 2020. How's it, David? David Rembalski from Chile. Welcome to the stream. Herdix from France. If you're from France and your name is French, then I'm probably pronouncing it wrong by going Herdix. But hello, welcome to the stream. Ditsu. Hello. Jakub. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Water is not wet. The dry water. Welcome. Because I'm assuming if water is not wet, then the only other way it can be is dry, right? So, I don't know. Welcome. Miss Lemons, if that's how you pronounce it. Hope everybody is doing well today. Again, feels like it's been a while. I always feel like it's been so long. Mr. Vintage, hello. Big wave from me to you too. Welcome. Roberto from Brazil, welcome. How you doing? What time is it there, Brazil? It should be afternoon, early evening for you, right? I know Talanen, it's early morning for him, and yet every day every stream he joins. Thank you so much, Talanen. Seriously appreciate it. Hope everybody is having a good weekend. My Saturday is just about ending. For some people, I'm sure it's starting. For others, it's Sunday morning. Roberto, 5 p.m. Okay, cool. So your Saturday is drawing to a climax, a top of the day. Awesome to have you. Thank you for joining the stream. Leaving bunch of cups of coffees for Talon and the Hey Dano. Nice. It is 11 p.m. where Sammy is. Whereabouts are you, Sammy? Era Gaming, 1:30 a.m. in India, and you are awake just to watch the stream. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Akif wants to know what's my PC configuration. Have a look at the about section of my channel. You can right click, open a new tab, have a look at that. I've listed all the specs there. 9 p.m. in the Netherlands, so it's a decent hour. Sammy, you are in Kenya. Okay. Oh, so you are an hour ahead of us from Kenya. I actually didn't realize that. I actually thought us in Kenya were on the same time zone. Guess I am mistaken there. It's cool. Bezeth, however we pronounce it. Okay, so you same time as me. 6:37 a.m. So simple guy, are you also in Australia then, or you are that far east? Awesome, everybody, welcome to the stream. As you can see, it's where we left off in the last stream. We are just finished building the power station, or at least the bulk of it. There sits the water treatment plant that we built, and in the far top right is our town that we have been developing. David, 5 p.m. Simple guy, so you're in Australia, so you're in Adelaide. Awesome stuff. Welcome. So last stream we left off with our little power station. So what I want to do is I actually want to start off this episode just putting some bushes in and around it, because I kind of left it a bit incomplete. And what I would like to do, I'm torn between wanting to do some nature detailing work or coming all the way up and actually joining these railway tracks and then see what we can expand from there. I would actually love to build, a house or two around here, just so that we can actually start having some foot traffic around this area. So that's the plan for this stream. Let's start off though by finishing off where we left off in the last stream. So that is just detail out this place a little bit more, just with a few bushes. And then I had said that I was going to put a little petrol or gas station here, so we'll put that down and then we will shift our attention to the actual town itself. As always, please remember, if you've got questions directed at me, please at me in the chat so that it will stand out nice and big so that I can see it. If I don't see it, my awesome buddy Talanen, aka Robin, will be able to respond to anything that I may miss or that he might know about. Okay, Edwin, silent follower here, always tuning in from Kenya, hoping to watch the stream to the end as Kenya begins its lockdown tomorrow. Hey Edwin, awesome. Glad you finally voiced your what should I say, attendance. Super glad to have you. Just so this entire time since 2020 you have not had any lockdowns. You only now having your first lockdown. That is amazing. That is amazing. We in South Africa went into lockdown way back in March last year. So we went into lockdown quite early on. I think we went into lockdown when we had about when I think we hit what, probably 100 cases. Was it even 100? I don't think it was even 100 when we went into lockdown, or was it? So somewhere around there. So yeah, for you to only now be going into lockdown, that is something. So all I want to do is I just want to bush up the outskirts of this power station, and then we will kind of close off this entire place. You know, there's a did I grab this mountain? Yes, I do have this. Great. I love this asset. Doesn't look very good from up. You know what? Let me enable my ULOD, ultimate level of detail, so that it actually looks a bit better, because the LOD for this asset is pretty horrible. Like, check this out. Check the LOD. So when I turn off ultimate level of detail, look at how that looks. That looks so crappy. And then when I turn it back on, it looks so much better. How's my FPS? My FPS is still quite good. So my ULOD settings are not insane. So it will allow me to at least build from these sort of angles or these heights without losing too much FPS, even with that turned on. I'm sure at some point we'll probably have to turn it off completely, but we'll deal with it when we get to it. You know what? I think let's put Holy Feno from Madagascar. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Awesome to have you. Glad you're here. Okay. Okay, so your lockdown is actually an extension. Okay. We had quite a few extensions. We are still in what over here is known as level 1 lockdown, which basically is the least number of restrictions. But unfortunately, it does mean that like public sporting activities are still not allowed. So I like to play sports as a nice pastime, but unfortunately I can't really do any of that because, well, we still got level 1 lockdown. Okay, so I don't want to go too crazy, just random bushes, because I want this place to look a little bit run down. And then let's get into this area. So this is where I wanted to put the gas station. I got a shell. Can I set for gas station? Okay, cool. My options are a BP or a shell. That's it. Is that all I got? Oh, well, that's a bummer. Ah, well, let's make it work. Water is not wet, no worries. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you come back, definitely give us a shout. Gonna be here at least for the next while. Okay. It would make sense to have a gas station here with like a car wash. That just does not make any sense whatsoever. Unless we have one here that has a car wash and we kind of develop this place out in time. So we can even come back here and even put a small little something here. Matthew Terwin. Thank you so much for the donation, Mr. Terwin. Really appreciate it. For those that don't know, I actually know Matthew Terwin. Thank you so much for dropping by. Thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. Mike is sounding good. Thank you so much. Matthew actually helped me with, I forget the name of the application that basically allowed me to set up how does it work? It basically processes my audio before it gets pushed out, so I don't need to do any additional fluffing around with my audio in OBS. So that is fantastic. Matt, thank you so much. Ever get any snakes in my house? Lee, no. Fortunately, there are no snakes where I live. There should be no snakes where I live, because if there are snakes where I live, I will move. I cannot stand those things. Oh, gosh. I cringe at the thought of snakes. I'm not a fan. Ah, I don't have any track props. This place is not gonna look the way I want it to. Tank? No, nothing. I can't have a gas station around here without like some small trucks. I'm not building a truck stop or anything like that, but it would be nice to have just one or two sitting around, you know? Let's see. If I do this, I want to make it look a little big. Hang on. Yeah, we can pass that. Can we pass that off as a nice big station? We can pass it off as a fairly big station. And then these are, it's got a nice big shop there. You know what? We're gonna make the best of this. I do not have network extension roads, so this needs to have some kind of access. Dano, hey, I thought that the company that runs the power plant and the gas station plays a big role in the valley being one of the major employers. They will probably sponsor kids, soccer teams, etc. because they came to the valley and put a huge power plant there, so they try to make up. I like the story, definitely like the story. So what you thinking? Maybe develop the immediate area around that story. So some kind of, what are you saying? Kids soccer teams. So maybe there can be some kind of a private school here, which benefited a lot from the sponsorship received from the company that built the station or something. We can work something into the space, but I like the idea. Definitely do. Let's put, that is too close to, that is actually too close. So let's do this. Let's put it a little further away. You have an amazing sense of urban planning. Oh, Tim, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get the tree and props mod. It turns all vehicles and yeah, so concrete. I am not a fan of that mod, eh? The only reason I'm not a fan of that mod is because I used it in, why am I searching mod? My brain is typing what I'm talking. I used it in the City Skylines collaboration project that we did, I think it was last year sometime. And it seemed to have added quite a lot to the loading times, eh? Like a lot, because it's converting everything. But I assume that is dependent on how many props and trees and stuff that you have. But I'm just reluctant to get anything that will increase my asset count at the moment, because I'm trying to really keep this city to like a minimum. I might say minimum, to as few assets as possible, just so that I'm able to stream it successfully for a long period of time, because I'm worried that as the town itself grows, it will start taking its toll. And unlike some people, I don't have a second streaming PC. You know, everything is happening off of just this one PC. It's the only reason I'm avoiding that specific mod, and some other mods, to be fair. Oh, I don't have that decal. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What decal do we have? We've got that. We'll make you work. That's the in and out, so you will look a little shady. We can just concrete out this place. We can concrete out this place. I'm not calling you concrete. Concrete brush. Just do this. So I want to imagine there might be something back here. There's a patch for it now. It doesn't affect load times at all. Oh, is it? But it does increase the number of running assets though, right? I mean, if it's converting every tree and every prop into... Huh? Wait, every vehicle and every tree into a prop, or have the prop equivalent. Do you see the number of assets loaded by LSM increase? Just want to, let's see. I don't know, I want to put something here, but I don't know what yet. Where's my juniper tree? Juniper is like, this is like my favorite tree. I still don't have the big one. I still need to get the big one. Ugh, come on. Just so I can have... You know, my problem is, I always say I'm going to get something, and then after the stream, I forget about it, and then the next stream, when I'm building, I'm like, oh snap, I was supposed to have gotten this asset. Oh, cool, great. My mind is still operating in recording mode, so I keep thinking I need to test something. I need to test things out elsewhere before I actually go and do it live. I don't know what to put here yet. We'll see. Oh, I don't have Rico. So I am building for, if you could say, the future. Because I kind of figured we are going to do some development around here. So let's build around here as though we will be doing something. So I just want to place down some shops. By the way, if you put buildings next to highway buildings, right, Sims will still visit it because it's got road access. It's just that the roads are not zonable, but otherwise Sims will still go to it. Hi Tom Brady, welcome to the stream. Ooh, Gamer Boy. I do not know what that means. Hey, concrete. That's I should put a phone booth. A phone booth where? You mean back here? The insurance guy. I can put an EV park here. For an Amazon locker. Oh, well, that's interesting. Concrete says, according to the patch mod page, the asset count does not increase and the load time is only approximately 30 seconds longer for the patch creator. Okay. Alright, that's good to know. Insurance guy, you say yes. So a phone booth back here. That's actually not a... It's simple. It's simple. It's not a bad idea. And then we've got... Is it Chris? You said an EV park. But how would I... Do we have anything? Let's see. Let's see. I think I would need to search for what could work as... See, I don't know if we've got even any assets that will allow us to do anything like that. Let me go to everything. So if we say, so let's do this. Let's do booth. What do we get with booth? Okay, so we've got these things that we can easily pass off as phone booths. Cool, that works. Now let's look at what do we have any assets that we can use as station? Chris, if you know of any assets that could pass off as an EV park that are part of the vanilla game. I know the vanilla game has a station that looked like it could work. Because what I want to do is I want us to kind of put all of them down and then kind of have a vote to see which one fits. I think it was the asset I was thinking about. But it doesn't really work here, does it? Under parking. What do you mean by under parking? Maybe try and build like a storage unit compound. Yeah, we've got to keep in mind the small space that we're working with here. So let's get creative with the small space that we've got. So far, I think the phone booth will probably be the simplest thing to put there, and it would actually make sense as well because this area would be fairly remote and rural, maybe. So people can come here just for simple telephone calls, I guess. I don't know. Let's get rid of that. I'm actually considering changing this, but I actually like the way this road looks here. Doesn't look like your standard road. I think it stands out nicely, which I like very much. That's why I don't want to change that. What I want to do is I want to put a road back here and then something back there. I don't know what is this? This is I don't know. Is there any person who knows what this means and can translate what that is? Temtudo de tinta. I have no idea. Centatubos. I don't know what that is. I don't know what any of these things mean. But I like the assets. Okay, so let's see. What can we put back here? A cafe, parking, or just a loading area? What you guys think? So Beto, the idea of storage units, like it's hard to say we're gonna put units here. We don't know we don't have assets that we can pass off as that. Could we not use this to hide things? Make it seem like there's something here, but there's actually really nothing? I don't know, but we're going to look at things from the ground level as well. So it's a paint shop by the looks. Google Translate says has everything for paint. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Talanan. Now we know this is a paint shop. Why there is a paint shop so remote in the middle of nowhere, we will never know. You Could use multiple garages for storage units. Yeah, but which garages? See, you say garages, you mean this one? Let's see, what does this look like? Where's the door? Would this pass off? That's actually... Maybe. Might just work. Miss Lemons? Is it Miss Lemons or MS Lemons? So you leaning towards logistics. Storage area. The car dealer is way too big and inconvenient as nobody would be able to see it from the highway. That's true. Loading area would look cool. Loading bay, this is remote right on the national road. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's get rid of a couple of these trees. I don't want to make it too big. I just want something really small back here. The unfortunate thing is I have no truck props. You know what? Let me do this. Let me create a list of to-do items because I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to do. Assets to download. Truck props. So at least I can remember to do this. Okay. Work on downloading some stuff. Do I have any crates? Yes, cool. We've got some crates. So let's put down a couple of these. Hey, Chris, thank you so much for the donation, man. Really, really appreciate it. You are ever so generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of this going towards that graphics card. For sure, at this rate, I will be getting a nice graphics card, which hopefully will mean that I can do 4K. That's my goal, by the way. So I'm aiming, hopefully by the end of this year, to take all monies earned from YouTube and upgrade my graphics card as well as my monitor and be able to start producing 4K content, because I have been left so far behind. Thank you so much, Chris. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In fact, how many of you are actually have 4K? Well, not 4K. Yeah, I suppose 4K screens and are able to watch the stuff on 4K. You can pronounce it both ways. MS, not mess. Okay, so it's MS Lemons would be more accurate. Thank you for the correction. Sanctum getting rich. Oh wow. I wish. Yeah, concrete, eh? The GPUs are scarce. Like just a couple of months ago, I got a computer shop up the road from me. Like literally a month ago, they had all these GPUs in stock. Today they claim they ran out of stock and they're now waiting for orders. It's crazy. The only things they've got some 3090s, but whoo, is that thing pricey? Is that thing pricey? Let me do that. I really wish I had like, where are all my props? What's going on here? I should have at least the vanilla car props. I've got nothing.
There's opportunity for advancement, especially for those who enroll early.
That's disappointing. I just want to check something. Oh, there we go. This would look like the low storage units. You know what? I think for now, this might. I'm not recording. Jeepers. I must remember, I am not recording. Right. Oop. Can I get rid of this one? Let's get rid of that one. Okay, wait, let's see. Hang on, I am missing some chats. Okay, can you ship me your old graphics card, please? My wife has laid claim to it, unfortunately for you. Don't forget, for trucks you need trailers. Search Steam for Mr. Vintage. I will definitely get a couple of trucks. Okay, cool. So that's it. Don't worry, we have cities and towns here in Australia. It's not it's not me. Reminder to save. Thanks, Talanan. Save. He reminds me because I always forget to save, and that is force of habit from the way I do my normal video recording. Thank you. Saved. Any car wash assets? I don't know if I've got any car. I don't think I've got any car wash assets. I don't see any car wash assets. There we go. So we've got some storage units. Oh, the colors have actually matched quite interestingly. So you know what? Let's do this. Let's move these two together. Then those two together. And then these three together. And there's a light pole right here. Like, of all the places for there to be a light pole, there's a light pole right there. You silly light post. Okay, let's do this. Let's get you nice and snugly. Let's get you also nice and snugly. Okay, we'll probably have some Z fighting, but that's fine. And then let's polish you out. Right. And then we have a trash can. We have a trash can. There you go. Go and throw your trash in there and don't pollute. Add car props to the subscribe list. You are right. Let me add car props. Added. Car props added to the subscribes list. Thank you, Citrus. I'm assuming it's Citrus. I don't think I have any car wash assets. Hey, Chris. I have to see what more I can. You know, this list of assets continues to grow. I say I don't want to download too many assets, and yet here I am creating an assets download list. Oops. That's the one. And it's gonna get you to level out a bit. All right. And then I just want to make this place a bit dirty. Yeah, it's at the back. If cars come here, they drive out of there. Oh, look. There we go. I think this makes this whole place look a little bit more run down. We've got some crates here. We've got 0 props here to give it any kind of like proper look, but okay, it's fine. We will make do. So we've got this asset. Let's see. If I do this to you, do I have prop snapping? Wait, what? I thought I had prop snapping, unless this is a ground conforming asset. If I put that there, and then we can put this one here. Then we can move a couple of these trees out of the way. Okay, then I can just do that. Put a fence or two along here. Cool, so now we've got a gate that can close. So this is a close off space for our trucks and stuff to come in. And should I be surprised that I don't have any road markings? Nope, I shouldn't be surprised that I don't have any road markings. I have to have some road markings, right? Like we can't do any kind of detailing without road markings. This list should really help. Hopefully by next week I definitely should have a whole lot more things. Mandan Mori, thank you for that damn graphics card. Thank you so much, Mandan. The day I get that graphics card, you can be sure I will show it live on stream before sticking it into my machine for sure. Thank you so much, Mandan. I really appreciate it. We have taken a $10 step closer to 4K, basically. You know what I must do actually? I must get those what's it called? That add-on that can help me track, you know, where we are in terms of funds to actually get the graphics card. I think it's only fair that you all see exactly where your contributions are going to. So thank you. Yeah, but Sanctum Gamer forgot to cough. Sanctum Gamer was supposed to cough? Why was Sanctum Gamer supposed to cough? Oh, Tidal, that's so you Citrus. Okay, you changed your name. Cool, awesome. At least now I know. Here. I will give you $19 Fortnite card to go towards it. I don't play Fortnite. I hope that's not like a bad thing. It's not like a taboo thing to not play Fortnite. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to say that when these people developed this area, they just made it look just a little bit nice. Just a little bit, not too nice. So they created a little area that had some tree linings just so that this area stands out. And you actually see places like this often when you travel. At least I've come across them. Let's just move in a little bit. I've come across them when traveling around the country. And as you approach one of those gas stations in the middle of nowhere, here in South Africa we call them garages. When you approach one in the middle of nowhere, you'll find that if it's like a really big one, they've made it in such a way that you can't miss it. So the area is like nice, rich in foliage. So they'll have these sort of planters and stuff that just line the roads leading up to it. I think that's too nice. I think you will work. So you would often have something like this. Can I... What's the balance? That's fine, that works. And then you just have some nice trees that you will basically drive past as you approach the actual station. That's too big. That's too green. This might work. Let's see. And then I want to grab you. So it's nothing too hectic, just simple foliage detailing work around here, just so the place looks a little alive. And if we put down some of that's too much, so I will hide some of it in the actual trees, and then this area basically looks like it's got something going on. There we go. Yeah. So if you drive in the middle of nowhere, as soon as you see planned development of any form, you know something is coming up. So this is kind of a cue to anybody that, hey, there's some kind of a gas station coming up ahead. I think that looks cool. I quite like how that looks. I think that is sweet. I hate this. I hate it when the trees don't like line up properly. There we go. By the way, often when I build stuff and you see me placing things in from one position of the camera, I will often go in off screen to go and reline up everything. So if anybody has ever wondered how I do that, how I manage to get things to be in the exact right spot, I don't. It's off camera tweaking that I always do. Okay, I think that's cool. That's lined up very nicely. All right, so over here I would like to have put a truck or two that makes it look like they're delivering something. Maybe a car or two parked here to indicate, like, the people who work here, they might be coming all the way from the main town. They've just parked their cars back here. But because I don't have any of those props and stuff, I can't do that now. So we will, at some point in the future, if I don't forget, come and finish off the stop. For now, this has storage units. Let's just... Mr. Vintage, Talanen, ever so generous. Thank you both so much. Thank you for your contributions to the GPU. I really, really, really appreciate it. I do believe very, very soon we will be having 4K content, and I cannot wait for that. Thank you so much for your donation. Really, really appreciated. Can I increase this slowly? No, I can't. Okay, this looks kind of ugly though. So let's just get it back up. It can worry about its Z fighting. It's not a train smash. And I don't have the wear asset that makes it look like cars. Oh no, I did not notice this. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, that is not cool. Oh, that is not cool at all. What am I going to do? I can sell the Fortnite card, Citrus. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Little bit of lag here and there, SG. That's interesting. Okay, so I see I had a couple of skipped frames. What, 28% in the last. How is it? Is it still laggy? Because I see on my side OBS is telling me it's running smoothly now. I see it had a couple of skipped frames, but it seems to be up and running nicely again. Let me know if you still get any lag. Don't worry about it, we'll call it a speed bump. Speed bump. Maybe flip the gas station 180 degrees. Oh, the shell is German. If I flip it 180 degrees, then that shop will come this side, and then it will just mess up with everything. Look at that. No, it doesn't balance nicely at all. If I do this and I do that, could we pass it off? Wait, hang on. All right, Citrus, I think you might be onto something there. Let's see what we can do. If we pull this all the way out. Oh, what did I just do? If we pull this all the way out, you drive in. This does not look very pretty. What we could, okay, let's see what we can do. Let's make this work. I like the idea of flipping, so let's get rid of these. If we get rid of those, right? So we've still got a lot of space here. Okay. All right, let's work it. Let's shift you out a bit to there. You don't block too much of that, so that's still fine. Then we've got, oh, did I push? I think I shifted this too far out. There we go. There's a slight imbalance there, but we can say it's a spot that people can walk onto and then go. So that's fine. We will leave that as it is. Let's see if I shift you out a little bit more. We're getting creative here. Let's put you in a corner there somewhere. Then the easiest thing to work with at this point for this area is that. Or we put it here. So now we've got some small additional parking back here, and we can do, you are non-conforming. We can do this. So then this, the planters, is some kind of a theme for this place. Let me just, I'm going to duplicate this. I don't like that empty space. I think it looks kind of wonky without it. So let's balance that out properly. And then we can put down not too big. We can put this down here. Boom. I think we've got something. This is still kind of oddly placed, but I think it works. This looks a bit off, and I think so. It would be nice if we could hide it. If I could hide this, the only thing I could really hide this with is a bush. But what bush is not too big? Ha! Book. That's hidden. No one will ever know. Shh. No, you are way too big. Way too big. Isn't there a smaller one? Whoa, you're huge. Nah, that's fine. That's hidden. I think we're good. Okay, so I was just doing and I wasn't reading. Scott S had suggested something. Raise the area and put manhole covers on the... on to make it look like the access to underground fuel tanks. You mean here? Is that what you're referring to, Scott S? A little tweaking and it'll be okay. But I think, but you do make a valid point, actually. Scott S., you make a valid point. Or we couldn't make the manholes here. So this is the refilling area. So it's lots of big space for the trucks to pull in and stick it down. But I suppose you would, in ideal world, want the trucks off of the main road and then come back here, and then this could be the filling area. It's actually not a bad idea at all. I actually like your idea more. What was it called? I don't think we have any of those assets. But I like your idea, actually, of making this a spot where the petrol trucks will actually come and fill the ground. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Well, I still take your idea, and I actually think we could actually still put it around here. But for now, we will leave it at this. I think this is all right. This works. I don't like this, though. This looks like somebody just coming straight into the river. Say bye. So let us just be kind. Let's be kind. I don't think I rotated that properly. Let's get in. Let me just... Okay, there we go. So let's be kind to our drivers, shall we? And say, we care about you. There is some small protection. If you go right through that and decide to fly off the road, that then is your problem. I didn't realize the ground was sloping so badly here. Shall we just quickly address that? Ooh, that is too big. Way too big. And let's just do that. I would not expect an area like this to be sloping that bad. And then I realized that everything is not straight. Okay, cool. We'll leave this for now. We'll come back hopefully next stream and just place a couple more props down to complete the back here. But we've got a nice stop here, and based on this, we definitely need to develop this place with something, but we shall worry about that on a future date. Hopefully the civilians can swim. Hopefully they can swim when they've got a drowning car. Well, I've not seen a drowning car. Car that's busy sinking. All right, cool. We shall leave this spot. So what you guys think? You think it's all right? At least it's something. It works out. It gives this place some life. It's not just boring dead trees. The entire area, the entire place. Glad you like it, Dano. Talanen, thank you so much. Glad you like it. Oh snap, you know what? I was meant to post that was starting on the Discord server. Talanen, thank you so much for posting. I completely forgot. I was actually really tied up leading up to this stream, and that's why the stream even started a couple of minutes late. But I was rushing it so much that I didn't do my usual things. I didn't even put out a tweet that this stream is happening. There you go. Liberato, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Cool. Everybody, let us take a trip away from here and head out into the town that we started. Now, we've got power coming in and it's ending here. So what I want to do is I want to connect up these rail lines. So connect up this side and connect up that side and see how much time we have left when all of that is done, and see if we can nicely get power into this area. I think when we built the treatment plant, we got water here already. Yeah, cool. So we've got water here. So if we can get power in here as well, then this place is up and running, and then we can start putting together a few amenities. So put down a clinic maybe somewhere around here, as well as a police station and a fire station, and then start getting people in. We'll probably do that next stream, but let's see how it goes. All right, let's connect these up. Now I don't know much about how railways or rail yards work, and all I'm going to do is basically connect these up here. So this is the main line, these three will connect to it. I will run this along the side of this one for a little bit and then connect it up going forward. So that's kind of the plan. Let's save a spot so that we can easily come back to here. You can already plan for a bypass road. What bypass road? Elaborate for me, please. JN, what kind of screen resolution do you have? No, I don't have 4K. This is a 1080p monitor that I'm working on, but thanks to dynamic resolution, internally it's rendering what is very close to 4K, but I can't put out the video in 4K format because it ultimately gets downscaled to 1080p. But that internal resolution rendering thing means, yeah, it's a graphics knock, but it's not that bad, since we still have fairly few. Ooh, that is close. That is super close. Nah, we'll move that. It's fine. Let's get ourselves back here. Okay, so let's get you all the way out to, where is it? Where does it end? It ends here. Okay, let me get a slightly elevated position. Let's resave that spot. Okay, let's get this here. We'll move these up a bit later. I want you to come all the way up to here, and it will join from this point on. A road that the local authorities added later so traffic can bypass the town, but it was more of a joke than a proper suggestion. But why not? Hang on, let's take a second to look at this. So this is, and you know, the reason why that actually caught my attention is I come from an area here in South Africa called the Eastern Cape, and there's a town, what's it called? I forget the name of the town. Mount Elif, I think. I can't remember. But there's a national road that runs right through the town, and this town developed entirely around this national road. The actual city center sits directly on that national road. In fact, the very town that I'm from, called Butterworth, same thing. The implication of that is you have traffic that backs up for kilometers, and there's no bypass for that town. So you have to go through the actual town, and it is an absolute nightmare. So if we can, man, creating a bypass here will be next to impossible. But I like the idea though. Imagine cutting through the mountains. I don't know, we'll see. But I would really love to put a bypass town in place. Actually, I think that will really help. Wrong thing. Let's see. Okay, hang on. Let me just read a couple of messages quickly, because I think I've missed a few things. Fast food and a hotel would be nice around. Otherwise, awesome. Chris, are you referring to the gas station that we just built? Perhaps that's the development that can take place across the actual road. Could we expect a roof of the gas station? You have to get tips to start a city. I love the details stuff of Skipper, for example, but now I'm looking at a blank map for weeks now. Liberato. Plans for starting a new town. Everybody is different, and depending upon what I do, I take different approaches. So with this, for example, I started with the main town area. With my city of Tando, also I generally would like to start with the thing that comes easiest to me for that town when I'm planning. So I don't go off and start off with all the power stations and all the water treatment plants and so on and so forth, because I need all of those for it to work. No, I'm happy to put that off camera somewhere and just start building the town. But if it makes sense that I build that first because that's what I started planning, then that's what I plan. That's what I build. So I say work with whatever comes to you easiest when you look at that map. And if that means it's a railway station, build that railway station and then fan out from there on. If the first thing that comes to mind is the school, build the school, fan out from it from that on. That's my best advice of how best to start a town. I hope that helps a little bit. Make it look like a substation to power the tracks. Ooh, that's nice. We can put it here. I like it. You can already plan for it. Okay, I've seen that. That's a brilliant idea. Okay. Yeah, and it's only smooth because we haven't built anything yet. That's why. It's take a moment. Water is not wet. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the content. Donation going straight to the GPU and monitor, and hopefully you can appreciate the content in higher resolution. Thank you so much. Cool. Yes, referring to gas station extensions. Okay. This is part of what's taking Sable so long to move forward. Nothing feels right unless I do everything immediately. Yes, Concrete. It's one of the things that you have to learn to get over. Like you have to. I mean, look at this. We've left this like the way it is for. It's been what, almost a month now before we coming back to it. So it's something that I myself had to learn to basically overcome and accept that I can't build an entire town in one day. Quite literally. I see a lot of people on the Discord server always posting screenshots like, hey, look at that, I started a new town on this map. And I'm like, how do you manage to do that? It's like, I can't, it's impossible. But accept it's one thing at a time. You do what you can when you can, and then you continue from there. Whoa, what is happening there? Maybe I should get the catenary remover, hey? Because, oh man, this bothers me so much. I want it to be like a nice smooth connection, but nope, not gonna happen. Okay, all right. Ooh, gotta talk myself into accepting that. Hello, Carol from Poland. Nice to see you too. Welcome. Michael, you're looking for a list of my mods. If you're referring to Tando, just look at the video description of any of the Tando episodes. All the links to the mods, assets, trees, decals, everything is there. Yeah, I meant smooth as the textures lines on trees. Oh, okay. That's what you're referring to. Yeah, okay. So that is as a result of dynamic resolution because internal resolution is basically 4K. What camera mode do you use? My free camera mode doesn't work in combination with dynamic resolution. It's super annoying. The only camera mode I use is camera positions utility. So it's the mode that allows me to set camera positions for me to be able to return back to them at the quite literally click of a button. Camera positions utility. So it allows you to set points and you can basically move to any points. That's the only camera mode I use. Other than that, it's the usual free camera, wherever that is, somewhere there. Citrus, Quempy. Oh no, what am I doing? Oh yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Is this clipping? Okay, so it's the height. Okay, so I said, okay, people are talking about jazz music. Hey, if you've got links to any Creative Commons or royalty free jazz, drop me a link. It's certainly something I can consider. I generally tend to listen to the way my brain works is I listen to specific songs or specific types of tracks when I'm working on specific types of cities because they stimulate my mind differently. I don't know if that's weird or not, but that's just how it works. So when I'm building, for example, City of Tando, if you check out my videos, you'll notice that the City Skylines radio that I'm actually listening to is different from the one that I listen to when I'm building Normansburg. And if I could play the music on here, I'd be listening to a different one, but I can't, so I listen to something else. So my music tends to go with what I am trying to build because I guess it just triggers different types of creativity, I suppose. I'm gonna try and get this as neat as I possibly can. And then, wow, that was ugly, hideous. Goodness me, what made the game think that was what I wanted to do? Okay, so I just turned off snapping. Make my life easier. How's that? Nah, no. Let's move it that way. Yeah, I can't do a smoother blend, so that will have to work. And then we can clean out and let's take it to 1 and remove all of that. Cool. Now let's do this. JN, yes, it does give some additional freedoms that the default camera does not. So definitely do give it a try. I quite like it. The only thing I don't like about camera positions utility is that when you set a point, it doesn't work very nicely with the cinematic camera mode. So even when you try and transition to a point that you've already saved, there's always a few, I don't know, there's always something that is off, so it doesn't really land in that exact spot, and you get like a small little like jerky feel to it. There is another mod that does similar work to camera positions. It's called, what's it called? Camera additions or something like that. Also allows you to save what's this thing, positions and stuff like that. But I find that it doesn't save the positions between actual saves, or it doesn't keep the positions between saves. It's the only reason why I don't use that one. That one works much nicer with cinematic camera. Okay, and then let's take all of these and then shift them back just a little bit. And these ones as well, shift them back a bit. Cool, now we've got plenty of space. I think this is fine. I don't need to put, should I put something between here? Should we have a line of trees here? What do you guys think? Let me know. Should I have a line of trees between the power lines and the railway track? What can we do about a substation? Let's see what my options are. So we have this asset. I really love this asset because it's so versatile. Will it be a big train station? If you're referring to what I'm currently building, no, not really. Do you play anything else other than City Skylines? Betul, I think, is that your name? Yes, I do play other things. In fact, I am quite a bit of a gamer actually. And I used to stream a whole lot more, not so much these days, but I do have a Twitch channel. So it's twitch.com/sanctumgamer_live. And on there, I tend to stream everything else that I play that is not City Skylines. So I'm a very big Doom Eternal fan. I've been playing that like it's nobody's business. I play quite a lot of first-person shooters, quite a lot of third-person shooters, role-playing games, and so on. So I'm quite big into games in general. City Skylines just happens to be the only one that I suppose blew up. Something that I definitely did not expect. Okay. Oh no, stop sticking. Okay, let's do this. What's going on here? Oh, it's just not lined up. Okay. I need a way to terminate this power area. I've watched again, thank you for explaining. I'm playing City Skylines right now, so I will try out camera pro. Oh, okay, cool. I've watched so many of your videos, bro. Thank you for the entertainment. My pleasure, Michael. Glad you are watching. Super happy, and I'm glad you find some form of entertainment from it. The one to the far right is equal. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Actually, you could make the power lines have their own trail or field. Check out the power lines that lead to Chernobyl to see what I mean. I'm guessing this is what you mean. That's having their own trail or something else. So I was thinking of doing something like this. It's a regular bush. Where are you? And then basically just do something like that. So just something small that kind of separates the railway tracks from the power lines, and then have, often you'd see some areas are more overgrown than others. So you basically have that. I think when you have clusters of trees in this manner, it generally tends to look more realistic, in my opinion, than if they all just sat, you know, in one place, or sorry, in a consistent line. I think it looks a lot more realistic when you have denser areas than others. Maybe not trees between the tracks and the power lines, but maybe bushes. They are lower and won't risk touching the lines. That is very true. That's a very, 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 very valid point. Yeah, I think that is a very valid point. My only question is, so let's make it thin. Let's do this. I think this is definitely too close to the power lines. Get rid of some of those. In fact, even you are too close to the station. And then I like to put this one down. So this is like patches of, let's lower you. So then you have patches of grass or patches of bushes. And even when I do this, sometimes I tend to go in between, because it makes sense that, you know, there will be some overgrown that will take place in between the actual paths, the actual power lines, or underneath the power lines. So like that. I don't think I'm going to go all the way across. I think it's unnecessary, but close to the town where we'll be spending a lot of time, we can make this place look a bit better. So something like that. I think that looks much better. Barring the fact that we got a couple of them floating about, I think that looks much better. Yeah, Scott S. Cool, agreed with you on that one. Marcus says, in the UK we have a lot of power lines that will either go parallel to the road like that, or will go across the farm fields. Sure. Can you name a few streets after some of us followers? Oh, for sure. That is a brilliant idea. I like it. That is a brilliant idea. I am going to reserve this main one. This is Robin Bergen Avenue. I think Robin is thoroughly deserving of the main street. Every other street is up for grabs. I think we can maybe have a process of, I don't know how we'll do it, but I like your idea. Michael, that is a brilliant idea. Mr. Vintage, you said the power lines go through the city above a river. That's interesting. So if this was a city, you would have the power lines cutting through on the river. I mean, if you think about it, right? That actually makes sense. That's like a brilliant use of space, because this is actually a waste of precious land that could be developed. So if you run it over the river where you can't build any house or anything like that, that makes perfect sense. All right, so we've got this. By the way, I don't know what a substation for for power, I don't know, tracks would look like, but let's just keep it simple for now. I think this works as a nice way of terminating the power. I would love to put something like this as well down. Where are you? I should really get rid of some of these assets because I'm not using them. Something like this to just make it look a bit more beefier than it really is, but nah, that's too close. No, I don't like that. Let's get rid of you. The only way that would work is if I move the power lines further up, and that is just too much admin. Let's try and finish this because time is going. I really want to connect up all of these before the end of today, because by the next stream I really want to start building the actual town. Well, JN ruins the view, but what view? The view of just water running. I would argue that's not a big ruin. It's not too bad, especially if there's nothing going on in that river. If the river cuts through the town as it is, or the city as it is, it means on the other side of the river is just a bunch of buildings, right? So you're not really missing much, are you? Where are we? What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Okay, so this is already bending. Ooh, this is gonna be nasty. Is it though? Where does the bending begin? I think I can go one more out before it starts bending, can't I? Yeah, let's get ourselves there. Let's stop there. So the cables go down into the substation rather than just ending. Hang on. Let's get back here. Okay, I think I get what you're saying. So we take this asset. I think I get what you're saying. So similar to what we did, let's do this. Let's rotate you. Let's move you here. We'll take you and then basically stick you there. Yes, Mr. S. I think once again, brilliant idea. Let's take that. Let's shift you all the way back. You're not balanced nicely. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We will. No. Never move segments. It just makes everything look wonky. If we do that, then I can grab all of these and shift you further out. And now we've got I think that looks a bit more natural and realistic. That looks a lot more natural and realistic. Scott S, I think that looks very good. James Roberts, as long as the stream is still running, it's all good. Thank you for joining us. Awesome to have you here. So the only thing is, I think I want to move all of this up a bit more, just so that we give ourselves some space between here and the actual railway lines. Okay, so that's for future. Let's keep that in mind. We'll do that at another time. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. That's a nice way to terminate the station, or the power lines, I mean. Okay, let's do this. Let's get you going. You can actually, let's bring you all the way out here. Okay. So let's make, oh, what am I doing? Wrong thing. Let's make you a bridge. Let's grab that, and I hope you are the right height. We can just move you down just a tad bit so that it's lined up. And you're fine there. That's fine. And then what we can do is grab these ones. And then let's just slope these. Get this to be same height as you, and then we slope these as well. Cool, great. I want all of these. I'd wanted all of these to join up before it actually goes over the bridge, so only one track goes over the bridge, because I think building multiple tracks over the bridge will be a complete waste of money. Just have some water. Marcus, you love how we can chat and give ideas during the stream. It's why I like the live so much. Yeah. No, that one, it's very true. Very, very true. A lot of the stuff that I've been doing, I've been getting super awesome ideas from everybody, which is so cool. Okay, we good. So let's get you here. Get you here and join you up to there. Turn off snapping, get you in line, bring you out to there. Where's the node? There's the node. Okay, join you up to there. Should I join you up to there already? Or should I bring you out one more? You know what? Let's just join it. Let's just join it. Not 13, 12. No, okay. I'll take that and go this way. And then join that up. Cool. And ooh, ugh. What was I doing there? And let's do that all the way to there. Oh no, maybe that's too far. That ends. And then we can cover up the side. Right. Sanctum Gamer should have his own TV channel. Wow. That is a compliment and a half. Thank you so much, Tom Brady. Let us... Oh, that's not joined. See, this is what happens when This is what happens when you have snapping turned off. You think something has connected, but it actually in real life has not. There we go. Let's do that. Let's, oh gosh, you know, I must really just remember to object height things and just be done with it. Cool, everything is joined. Is everything well balanced? Nope, no, not at all. Sketch it to the right. Ooh, what did I select? Gosh, wait, let's see. All of the stuff is not balanced. What's going on here? Okay. Is everything on the same height? It's not. You know, I'm actually going to eyeball this one because things, it will make sense that some areas are probably going to be higher than others. Probably. So let's just do, let's eyeball it. Oh, I love it. Everything is lined up so nicely. Oh, except this hideous thing. Oh yes, got rid of it. Yay. I know these are wonky, but it's fine. These are lined up. That's fine. Oh, mess it all up. That's fine. That's the best we can probably get out of it. So it's all good. Let's get you up a bit. Get you also up a bit. Just a little bit. And we're good. Yeah, this one is just, these two are slightly lower than these ones, but that's fine. You know what I didn't check? See, look here. It's going down and going up. Oh no. No, 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 no. Not going to have that. Look at that. This is even not even balanced. Breathe. Breathe. Let us grab all these nodes. Can I slope all of these? Let's see what happens. Slope all of them. And what do we have? What do we have? Yeah, much better. I am a bit happier now. This is great. Glad everybody appreciates the fact that I'm able to, I'm chatting. It's something that I really wanted to work on, to be able to respond to as many messages as I can. In the early days, when we first started the stream, I found it extremely hard to balance out the chatting and the building. But I think I'm getting better. I'm getting it better slowly but surely. So super glad everybody, super glad you appreciate it. Let's just bring this out a bit. See the node here. Cool, so we have this separation all the way from here going. I nearly had a heart attack just now, like why is there no electricity here? There's actually no power, there's no power here at all. I've been, wait, let me catch up on chat quickly. I'm just jealous how I have these good ideas but can never make them look as good as, you know, Scott, it's really all about patience, eh? I mean, look at us. We've been sitting here for almost 2 hours and the only thing we've done is that and a power station in 2 hours. So to get things looking the way you want them to look requires a lot of patience. If concrete is still on the line, they'll tell you it's patience. That's all it is. If it doesn't look the way you want it, delete it and try it again. There's nothing wrong with that. Is there a power plant on the map? Yes, Tom, there is a power plant. It's all the way back there. I'll show it just before the stream ends. Okay. King Zap, no, I am not from Zimbabwe. I am in South Africa. Yeah, guys, so as you can see, Talanan I just posted. If thanks Talanan, let me save. If you want to share your ideas, jump onto the Discord server. Hey, we've got a place just dedicated to everybody showing what they're working on. Get some love from the community. Definitely drop by, come share what you're doing. We'll definitely love to see it. If you would like to give suggestions of things that you would like to see me build, even jump on there. We've got a place for you to just drop your ideas, and I'm actually going to be working on one of the ideas from the Discord server that somebody posted fairly recently actually, so I'm definitely looking forward to showing that off in a couple of episodes time of Nomersburg, that is. Just want to flatten this area out a little bit or make the land look a bit better. You know what, we are getting to the end, right? So let's do some nature work, shall we? Let's just make this area in and around the side maybe look a bit better. I want to do some rocks. I really want this river to be all rocky and funkadelic. Let's get rid of you. We'll put down the trees properly. Actually, you know what? Do I want to bring a road underneath? Ugh. Do I want a road to come down here? No, shouldn't. I'll have main crossings across the residential areas. It's fine. It's fine. Let's do this. If we get to a point where we want to do it, we'll do it. We will just clear out the entire place and relay out things. I got these rocks. I think these rocks are going to look much nicer in the desert areas. Water is not wet. The only water I know that is dry. Thank you so much for the donation. That goes straight to the GPU. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Let's use forest brush. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Now, let's just see something. Oh, I didn't get those rocks. Oh, okay, another note. Gray rocks you can raise and sink into the ground. Notes to self to download those. So for now, let's just do rocks. No, it's actually a rock. There we go. The rock gives us these nice big ones. But I actually want a road here. So I won't do that. Let's stick with these ones for now. Wait, let me see something. I want to try and keep a fairly consistent theme. Hang on. I want to try and keep a fairly consistent theme. So I used mainly the big ones here. Scott S., you think the nature reserve will look good along the river? I think it would be nice if we could create something along on this side, and the town is on this side, and this area is more nature-esque. So nothing stops us from flattening this area a bit and then running a nice path along it. Because this area I think is greener than this side. It's a lot more foliage in and around here. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. A Funkadelic River. Just wait and see. Just wait and see, JN. Let's get, okay, you know what, let's do a small area at a time. Let's do a small area at a time. In order to blend this out properly, I want one of these large bushes kind of in and around here, and then some of the tall grass can stick out from the actual rocks. I think, since given the theme that I've already started, I will put one of these here. So we have like these big clusters of boulders that would basically form along the river. That's the idea. And then just off of them, just off to the side, no, not you. No, these interact with they interrupt the water supply, don't they? We can have a couple of these around. I don't even know when I downloaded these. Did I download these? Are these vanilla assets? I don't remember downloading any of these smaller rocks. And then I like using these trees, the generic trees, along the river lines. I think they fit very nicely. And you get them growing in between the rocks. I think we can stick down. No, let's not get too crazy. Let's see something. Should I make... There we go. And then in between there somewhere, you can have some sandy areas just popping out. Boom. Like so. And then you have a nice... These rocks already are like so beautiful. Like when you put... You don't need a lot to make them look good. But I feel like the key to making these areas look as natural as possible is overgrown grass. And this mountain asset, it's a prop, but it's brilliant. I think they by Pidelmo, if I'm not mistaken. It's brilliant asset. Let's stick you here, and let's see. Yeah, let's stick you also. So I'm trying to look for the way the rocks clip together. I want it to also look as realistic and natural as possible, and I think that's perfectly fine. Let's put down a couple of these. And then we're can just put some overgrown grass in between. Am I missing a lot? MS Lemons, thank you so much. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you may be. So if I was building something that was in a non-arid region, right? I would get myself those assets. What's it called? Forest. Oh, I don't even have that assets to show you. But there's a little tree asset called forest combined with this one. It will make the whole place just look so foliage rich, like really foresty. But because this is meant to be more of an arid region, I am refraining from using those assets. I think grass underneath is actually perfect. Perfect. I want to do this type of work all along the river. But I don't know how realistic it will be for my FPS. So I'm trying not to get too carried away. Let's use you. Where are the other colored ones? Maybe leave those space and we can do something here. Perhaps. Let's get a couple of these down. You know, we might actually end up clearing a lot of this stuff, eh? If development that we end up doing requires us to build into this area, we might just get rid of all of it. I love this asset simply because it covers so much ground and I can just go and use these in between. Okay, I think that's fine. I think this is enough. This is enough work for the river line, the shorelines, at least for now. At least for now, I think this will do. I don't think this is too shabby. It's kind of works, kind of. Let's see how the rest of the town shapes up, and we'll decide whether we'll keep these or not. The rocks are in vanilla. They were made by Ronix. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. They are beautiful. Speaking of, let's stick a couple of them in and around here as well. I don't want to get too carried away with them though. No, there's no place here where they will really fit for me. So it's fine around here. I think they're blending very nicely around this area. And then last but not least, what I do want is, I think we will definitely cross the road. Will you be a one-way? I don't think this will be a one-way. I think this will be a two-way. Okay. And then I think I want to do the same thing on this side. Now, considering that this left-hand traffic. This doesn't make sense. Ooh, crap. It needs to be like this actually for it to make sense. Okay. So you can come out and come in. Cool. So this is crossing because the main town will be here. This will be the main point of the town. I'll probably have another crossing back here, but this area is going to be primarily residential. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see how it will shape up and see. You know, somebody just mentioned load shedding. Let me save. You never know what Eskom is planning. Ooh, hello. An error occurred whilst packaging to the save file. A backup was created. Sure, thank you for creating a backup. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's order by last modified. Whoa, order by last modified. Why isn't the River Valley right at the top? Where's my River Valley save map? It's like completely disappeared. Look at that. It's completely gone. Okay, cool. That's back. Load. Alright. We've saved. So that's the game solution. If it fails to package, it just completely removes it. That's not very good at all. I am glad the load shedding is not hitting right now. Yes, same here. Same here. Is this map released? Water is not wet. Yes, the map is actually called the River Valley, so you can grab it. Yeah, hey, I hope, well, whether it's corrupted or not, at least it's allowed me to save again. So I hope that is fine. You see, now you have me scared now. I hope it's fine. I hope everything is good. And this is a perfect example of why you save regularly. Yes. And this is why, if you see, I generally have multiple saves. See, Nomersburg, work in progress, backup. I've got a backup of the backup, and then each episode has its own save file. Same for everything that I do. I've got multiple ones. Guess what? Except the freaking River Valley. Let's do a... I hope it's not too late to create a backup of you. I really hope it's not too late for me to create that backup. Yeah, so dummy, I also generally tend to do that. I don't know why I've not been doing that with the River Valley. I'm slacking. I'm proper slacking. So I think for now we're good. We've got this here, terminating our power supply. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of the skinnier power lines off of the workshop, so that we can just cross the railway and then just run one to the side or along the actual railway track, so that we have power in here, and then we'll blend this out into the rest of the area once we get to it. But once we can get the power across and into the spot, then we can actually focus on building this. So next stream, next week, I want to build clinic, hospital, police station, all those things. I want to concentrate them somewhere in this area. So those things are in place, as well as the refuse collection. By the way, one thing I have not actually really planned out is how we're going to get this over to this side. We could actually cross the railway line up here. It can just be a bridge that comes in. Yeah, okay. We should be able to cross it fairly easily. Okay. So we will do that. That's why you save to Steam Cloud as well. You know, I would save to Steam Cloud. The only reason I don't save to Steam Cloud really is because I don't like that cloud icon that comes up next to the name. It unbalances everything. Then, you know what happens is I end up having all of these saves, and then there will be one which will be indented and a small little cloud here, and that just misaligns everything, and it irritates my mind. So I can't. It's the only reason why I don't save to Steam Cloud Talon. It's literally the only reason, because it just makes everything looks too wonky. Anyway, yeah, that's me. All right, I think that is it. I think we have everything in place. We are good in terms of getting power and water into this place. I got a lot of traffic here, which I really don't want. You know what I want to do? Let me do this quickly. I just want to stick this here, stick here, and oh, okay, it's not really going to produce any rubbish. I want all of this traffic to disappear. So I've got this mod, heavy outside traffic. I've set it to low, so I want all of this traffic to basically run so that there is no, they're having so many cars, like it doesn't make sense for so many cars to always be on the road. I think that is just so crappy. Do we have yes, okay, good, we've got this. We're gonna build an area of this also somewhere, just to make sure that these don't get abandoned. I don't think there's anything will actually happen, will it? Is it going to set out any tracks? It won't. Okay, let me just remove that. Oh no, it does actually set out the tracks. Okay, this is just complaining about people. So I just want the traffic to die out a bit, and then we will basically be calling it a stream. King Zap, you appreciate my OCD. I'm glad somebody does at least. I like to hear you speak. Funkadelic River. I'll never forget that. I won't be able to explain what it means. If it's any consolation, JN, I also won't be able to explain to you what a Funkadelic River is. But look, I mean, it looks Funkadelic. You know, that's the whole point. I think it looks really Funkadelic. Look at that. This is messing around with the water flow. Come on. I thought these were water friendly. I really thought these were water friendly rocks. I'll replace them with the water friendly ones. I hate how much this is flowing in here. It's very unrealistic. If anybody has any ideas of how we can manipulate this river so that it doesn't flow in here with such speed, I'll be very open to hearing that. Alright, looks like the traffic has died down a lot. Noted, see that we've got very little traffic now on the roads, which is exactly what I want. So we don't have that unrealistic tons and tons of traffic flowing through. Jeez, really guys? Look at that. Moaners and complainers, that's all they do. Complain, complain, complain. Guess what? I got a reset option now. I didn't know about this until a few weeks ago when somebody told me about it. Okay, let me pause that. Cool. I think that's it. I think we've got everything in place nicely. Everything is pretty much where it should be. I think everything is exactly where it should be. Next stream we should be able to now start expanding out everything quite nicely. Okay, let me save for the last time. River Valley, save. I'm not going to touch the backup just in case. I'll save to this one and basically say we are done. Pillars aren't next to each other in the river. Pillars are not next to each other in the river. Can you explain? Are you talking about these pillars? I'm actually curious as to what you're referring to, Scott S. I get the vibe, but I won't be able to explain it to you. Yeah, you must just rely on people picking it up, just like how you picked it up. I think that works. I think that works perfectly. Alright, I think that's Scott S. Are these the rivers you're referring to, by the way? I'm just curious. Solution to the traffic will be a bypass. I agree with you, Sammy, that solution will definitely be a bypass. But I think in general, I don't want the amount of traffic that the game by default spawns. You were referring to on the train tracks. On the train tracks, you're saying? Pillars aren't next. Oh, they're not next to each other. Wow, you are just you are just wanting to take advantage of my. Thank you. I had not seen that. And I was perfectly content in life having not seen that. And then you pointed it out. Now I'm looking at it and making sure everything balances out. Is this doesn't look right. Okay. What is going on here? Can I just shift you out? Let's just shift you out. There we go. You can bring it in a bit. There we go. That's fine. That's better. That is unrealistically sharp. But no, I can't leave it. That's not nice. Let's just sort you out quickly. Let's just. Oh no, I have to do that first. I have to do that first. I have to do that and that. Just to hide all of that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That will have to do for now. We will find another episode and actually do you know, somebody once said something to me. I think it was a comment they left about if there was like rocks underneath underneath roads or railways and so on, it would have made the building challenging or something like that. So usually in constructions like that, they tend to clear away all the rocks, something like that. Somebody left a comment in an old video once about something to that effect. So rocks apparently underneath bridges and stuff are not a common thing. I don't remember where I saw that. But anyway, we will work on the detailing of this area in another stream. Let me do a. Hang on. Wait. Let's see something. I want to say. I like to take a couple of screenshots at least. What's going on here? Did I? You know, come to think of it, there wouldn't be concrete here, would there be? I mean, this is like supposed to be in the middle of nowhere, right? So I would expect there not to be concrete here, but maybe have some dirt in and around this area. Maybe. I feel like that looks a bit better to me, and then we can put one or two tufts of these are too big. These are too big. I'll get smaller tufts of grass to put. I have lived in a place that could be considered the middle of nowhere. Oh, do tell. Stretch the stream out as much as possible. Okay, I can take a hint, Scott. I can take a hint. Let me save and say cool, we are done. I just need to take screenshots. So let me take a screenshot of you and the work that we did here. And the reason I want to take the screenshots is I want to try and stick it into the final images as well, and also get something that is decent enough for a poster after all of this that I can actually use. So let's take that. And I think that's it. I think I'm done. So thank you everybody. We're calling it a stream now. I think this is it. I want to say thank you all so much for joining. I'm not even looking at you because I'm busy trying to put images together so that I can have something that I can show for the final slideshow. It's the plan. So let's re-add a couple of these, and I am all right. Cool. Enough stretching of the stream. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Am I still streaming? Yes, I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Thank you everybody for the donations towards that graphics card. I really appreciate it. Water is not wet. Constantly generous Talanen, aka Robin, thank you so much. Mr. Vintage, I really appreciate it. Mandan Mori, awesome. And Chris, also ever so generous. Thank you all so much. And I hope to catch you all in the next stream next week, same time, same place. JN, it was a pleasure. Thank you. I will have myself a funkadelic night. I hope you do too. And I hope to catch you all in the next stream. Thank you, everybody. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night wherever you are. Appreciate it all. Thank you. Bye.